Hello, my name is Gal Messinger, and this is the second presentation in our six-part presentation for designing and implementing a solar system by Solar Messenger. So the second part, which is this one, it's called preliminary design. And as I mentioned in the first part, I'm following the specific design process that is done also in the high tech. And preliminary design is the second usually the second thing that happens after you get the basic information and do some studies. So the preliminary design happens after our first meeting. And that's described in the previous first lesson learning you need. Now, by letting us know your location and yearly production, we basically can have enough information to create evaluations and create a preliminary design of your system, which means that it is still going to change according to what you give us as feedback. And we also have to cover, as we mentioned, the current and the future needs of your family, your business, yourself. Very important. For instance, if you want to buy an electric car or to change your furnace to a heat pump-based furnace, it's going to change your electricity consumption greatly. So the idea is that when we have that, we can do some work after our first meeting. So that in this case, you're not supposed to get anything from us at that phase. We just create our own design, and then we'll contact you to have another meeting after that process. So in this process, what do? We design your system. We use all what we know. So your roof inclination and size and options, and we create the optimal bill of materials with what we think is the best cost-effective long-term solution for you. Assess the labor cost, calculate all the licensing and audit costs, and selecting few options for you to choose from. And then we can generate a design and give you a basic offer, which we can discuss in our next meeting. When we do this, there's a lot of work in the background. For example, the type of connection you have. We need to know what is the amperage and the power connection you have to the electric company. Understanding the metering agreement we can do with our electrical supplier. Usually, I would say over 99%, it will be net metering because that's the law in Ontario. If you live in another area in the world or in Canada, we have to assess that. Considering any structural engineering according to the roof you have. Sometimes people install also on the ground, which is a bit easier to calculate because we just need to put our base there and that's it. And then illumination and basically the production during the whole year of operation, like where is the roof facing? Do you have any obstructions? And how much you can actually produce, and compare this to your consumption. Create basically an efficient design which can be expanded to the future. As you can see on the roof here, I chose this on purpose. I would design it slightly differently. I'll probably change the orientation of those solar panels and create 2/3 of the roof with solar panels, leaving 1/3 for future expansion. But it also depends on the aesthetics. Maybe somebody would say, I don't mind about that. I just want pretty system. And then we center those in the center of the roof. Information about your location is also important because we need to know the house itself and where you want to have your inverters. So we do all this research based on the basic information you gave us in the beginning with our extensive knowledge of solar systems. So that is the preliminary design. Thank you very much, and I hope you can join me in the next presentation.